being out here is overwhelming. The force of nature is humbling. It may look like a desert outside, but it is very much the habitat of whales, penguins, and krill do rely on the sea ice to thrive. And imagining the impact of a krill supertrawler going through this area is devastating. Hey Ulyss, could you come up to the bridge, please?
I'm on my way.
Yeah, we've got the first vessel in sight. So that's full Shanghai, and I'll have to go around the iceberg, but we'll be with them within half an hour max.
I'm ready to take off.
Okay, let me change course.
In Antarctica, there is a lot of exploitation happening, but as most of things that happen at sea, it's very far from sight.
What it is.
Ready, Daniel?
Ready?
Baptiste, ready?
Yep. Happy days.
And so we have to come down here to take images down here and document everything to be able to bring this to the open world.
Okay, I'm ready to take off. Drone is fixed with the GPS. We'll try to launch from here. It's the most sheltered place.
Yeah, sure.
And if you can, we focus on the drone. I will go as high as I can, as far as possible. Motor on.
If we don't come here, then everything is happening under silence. Everything is happening far from sight. And I'm still here because I need to be protected, but I'm hoping that the day we leave, everybody live with us and no one comes back here.
Please prepare forward for launch.
Full station, we are underway.
All right, so we called for this meeting to discuss this afternoon's small boat operation. So, Luca, you want to start?
First things first, who is going where? So at the moment I have Luca, I will be driving Gen 2, Marion will be my navigator.
Me, I think I would really like to have footage of the small boat in front of the fishing vessels.
And justice has always been very hard for me in this planet, and I will always feel better when people are doing something against it. And Sea Shepherd was on one of the NGOs that was actually fighting against injustice all over the world. And so that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to join.
And of course, if there is whales or whatsoever, also important to gather evidence that the whales are very close to the nets.
So the plan of the day is that Marion, you will be my navigator on Gen 2. We are very close to the krillfish fleet. So the plan is that we are going to launch Gen 2 first. You, Tammy, will launch Don Quixote on the starboard side. Make sure you check the course. The deck team is always a team involved on the front line. And in Antarctica, small boat operations are, of course, more challenging than somewhere else in the world. The extreme cold, the wind chill, the sea conditions can change in no time. As the main boat driver, I have the responsibility of bringing back the boat crew with me. Okay, whenever you're ready. Bridge deck.
Go ahead, deck.
Gen 2 going on the bulwarks.
Gen 2 going.
Next one behind me. Every time I'm alongside a fishing vessel, even if I've been around for more than a few years now, I still get frustrated and sad because, especially here in Antarctica, when we see these massive supertrawlers, they are 15, 20 times bigger than our small boat. And it's so obvious that they don't belong here. They are here for something that, as humans, we don't need. It's just a waste of life and a waste of the most pristine and most beautiful environment.
Right now we're in the eastern part of Coronation Island, and behind me what we see is 3 massive krill supertrawlers. They're following each other, harassing the same swarm of krill, and they're really mimicking the behavior, the feeding behavior of whales by going right next to one another, trying to catch as much of the krill swarm as possible.
So here we just, that's a vessel we may encounter actually when we're gonna meet with the fleet. This one is the biggest one of all of them, the Fuyong Yu 9199.
Alice is one of the photographers of Sea Shepherd, and whenever she's in the small boat, she will be doing her job of exposing the krill fishing fleet and showing this to the world, but she never forgets that we also need her images for science. So when she comes back from the small boat to the Island Quay, then she will share all these images that are also really essential for us.
This one have a sucking pump, and it seems that what we observe is that whales, it seems to be more attracted by the one with the sucking pump than the one that's hauling the net.
The krill fishing fleet, they have different vessels that use 2 different techniques mainly to fish. There's some traditional trawling in which they will pull the nets in the water. These nets they will fill with like 10 tons of krill, then they pull them out, empty them on a hole, and then put them in again. And then there's some more advanced vessels, such as the majority of the Norwegian fleet, but also one of the Chinese, that they have continuous pump systems. So what they do is they are always fishing 24/7, and they never have to stop.
This one is one of the Norway ones. We have this one. We have the Antarctic Endurance that is also from Norway. They all had whales in their nets.
This is not a local fisherman getting fish for his village. This is a highly industrialized operation from some of the richest men and the richest countries in the world to just get a product that no one needs, to make these luxury omega-3 pills, to make food for aquaculture that no one needs.
You have these whales going past looking for krill, and there's this massive trawler just taking it all. It's such a juxtaposition to see the wildlife and the wilderness, and then there's just industrialization.
Earlier today we saw an unmanned surface vehicle, basically a drone, that allows the fishing vessel to remotely assess the size of a krill swarm. That allows them to go from the larger, denser krill swarm one after the other without having to search for the swarms anymore. It's completely mind-blowing to see how much effort is put into damaging this ecosystem.
We come back because they keep coming back. Every year they keep coming back to fish, and every year they fish more and more and more. So for as long as they keep coming back, we will keep coming back because we need to stop them.
So that's Fushinghai and say Kasama.
The first years we were just like waiting for the transshipment to happen, and now it's the first thing we come across.
Yeah, it's constant. They've really been ramping up the effort for transshipping. At that rate, they're probably going to reach the trigger limit much earlier than the previous years.